Hello there, guys. Welcome to Dino's Vault once again. This title is controversial. This title is gonna raise a few eyebrows, and yeah, it is kind of relevant. And I'm extremely sad to have going ahead and making this kind of a video because I stay out of controversies. I don't do clickbait stuff. It is all no nonsense, straight to the point reviews is what I do here, or daily vlog content, supercar content, super bikes content, motor vlog content. That's what happens here. But this, I'm so feeling sad and bad and disappointed that a person who had looked up to Apple products is having to do such kind of a video. So I hope the right kind of authorities end up seeing this. Yes, Apple stole my money. They have stolen my money. They have my money with them, which they refuse to return. So, what is this ordeal about? Am I an Apple hater? Am I an Apple fanboy? Am I an Android fanboy? No, it's all irrelevant. I'm just a person who enjoys tech, who enjoys cinematography, who enjoys making content and doing what I love and loving what I do. And just to offer better quality content, just in the process of trying to offer quality content, I wanted to upgrade to a MacBook. And yes, I invested my trust in the brand. For the first time in my life, I purchased a MacBook Pro or a Apple product, and the experience very disappointing. So what is this ordeal about? How can you claim that Apple stole your money is the big question mark. So let's get started with this. So this is straight to the point again. I ended up buying an Apple MacBook Pro just to offer quality content, just to try out Final Cut Pro. And the moment I bought this thing, got the product delivered, I installed Final Cut Pro trial version. It was a 3 months trial, and I could check out whether it fit my kind of editing style, my kind of content creation, and whatever I had in mind. Will it make things easier for me when compared to the Windows experience I've had, the Windows editing softwares I've used prior? Well, the trial started, and a few days down the line, I started getting feedback from my friends that the quality of content was good enough, but it was, I mean, the resolution and other aspects of the video were good enough, but not day and night kind of a difference. And even I could notice the file sizes were increasing. And yes, I had watched a lot of tutorial videos. I got acquainted with all the shortcuts of Final Cut Pro. It was getting easier by the day. But at the end of the day, what mattered was whether I was satisfied, because the time process involving transferring data, transferring images, videos and all wasn't happening at the kind of pace that I used to work when I had an Android device or when I had Windows device. So it was very seamless, very fast, and it almost took twice the amount of time while I was using MacBook. Because yes, people say if you have an iPhone, or if you have iPhone and a MacBook, if you're shooting with iPhone, things become easier, seamless, easy to transfer data and images and content, and things work in a seamless manner when you have that Apple ecosystem around you. But that's not the case. So I was not satisfied, and eventually I decided not to buy the Final Cut Pro, and this is where the problem started. So the day I installed Final Cut Pro, and having used it a few days across, then I was thinking, okay, once I got acquainted with the shortcut keys and everything, it was happening pretty fast. So I thought, okay, let me try and go ahead and buy this, or shall I not buy this? Let me add some funds just in case, if because I'm continuously traveling, continuously shooting, going to multiple shoot schedules day after day. I'm in different cities throughout the course of the week. So I don't know where I'll be at what point in time. So I just, to serve as a backup, I added some funds to my Apple ID, such that at a day, once the trial ends or comes close to the trial ending, I can just add those funds and utilize those funds and buy the software. But then when I started getting feedback from my friends that there's not much of a difference, and some of the Android video, like some of the videos that I had created using my Windows editing software, were performing better color science, and better high resolution quality that was apparent through the video footages when playing it through the larger screens. Then I realized that, okay, let us avoid buying this and let us revert to Windows. And when I wanted my Apple funds back, That is where the problem started. So this video is for those that who have invested their trust for the first time. This is a kind of a awareness video, because you can fall into this trap as well. Just like I believed and I ended up fooling myself, you should not be fooled. That is the awareness that I'm trying to send across here for you guys, such that you don't fall into this trap. You don't end up overlooking the fine print, because never in the Apple store page or Apple ID page there is written that once you add funds, you cannot receive them, or they won't refund your funds back, which is absolutely ridiculous, absolutely foolish. I don't know who thought of this thing. When I'm adding funds to my Paytm wallet, where I'm adding funds to my Google Pay account, where I'm adding funds to any online wallet, I can always refund those resend those funds back to my bank account. That flexibility is there. Now, why not Apple? Why don't Apple offer that? When we have invested our trust, it is a trial. You can't force us to buy softwares. You can't force us to utilize amount in buying softwares which we are not interested in. And having sold the MacBook Pro now, what would I do when my close to 16,000 rupees is stuck in my Apple ID? And these guys are saying that they can't refund the amount, which makes absolutely no sense. I don't know who came up with this policy where you're adding funds for checking a trial. The word meaning of the trial is you may end up buying the product, or you may not end up buying the product. That's completely up to your personal preference and personal experience. So when I've added the funds, they should offer the flexibility either to refund the funds back into my bank account, or they should at least offer us the flexibility to utilize those funds. They can say, okay, once it's like a street vendor saying that once the good is bought, you can't return, we can't, no money return policy. It's like a street vendor, which doesn't make sense for such a huge mega firm like Apple. It is absolutely ridiculous and absolutely foolish on their part to create such kind of a policy where we are adding funds to our Apple ID, which is hard-earned money. Like, I am running around in hot daylight, in the rain, in extreme conditions, shooting content, creating content for my viewers, and every rupee matters to me. And you say that you have taken 16,000 bucks from me and you're not going to return that. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I'm not going to keep quiet. So I'm going to make sure every social media platform this video is published and your image is tarnished, because I'm not satisfied with the Apple experience. I'm completely baffled that this kind of response is coming from such a huge reputed mega firm like Apple. So first thing, you refund my money. I'm posing a direct question to you guys, and viewers, if you're serious about serious issues, please try to share this video for awareness purposes. Tomorrow your fund will be stuck in some Apple app, and they'll say you can't reverse that amount, we can't refund that amount, which is absolutely insane. Like, doesn't make sense at all. So what gives them the right to hold on to our funds? Everyone has the freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom to live their life. You can't just divulge anyone's money and say that we are not going to get. They are saying they are not going to refund the money. They are saying they can't transfer it to anyone. I said, okay, fine. If like a lot of my friends use Apple products, so I said maybe you can transfer it to some other's Apple ID, and that guy, because if he is a gamer, he's going to buy a lot of stuff online. Maybe he's going to buy subscriptions to softwares. Maybe he's going to buy Final Cut Pro. Maybe he's going to buy Lightroom or some other Apple editing software, and he can utilize those funds and he can refund the cash to me. So they are refusing to transfer it to Apple, any other Apple ID. They are refusing to refund, which is absolutely justifiable. I have every right to demand my money back when I have not utilized this. If you're going to act like a street vendor and you're saying that there's no money return policy, then at least allow me to buy some Apple product from you guys. That is the last thing that you can do. How can I let go of 16,000 rupees, which is absolutely doesn't make sense and completely really cruel on your part, being such a huge firm, that you are acting like a street vendor and acting like a fool who doesn't give a damn about their customers, who have chosen to invest their trust in your brand. At least for a person like me who has invested, I'm never ever in my life going to look at an Apple product for the rest of my life. And yes, if things have to be taken legally, if I have to take legal action, maybe I'll do that in the days to come. Yes, currently there's a very hectic, busy schedule for the next 6 months for me. There's no time to breathe, but once I'm free, I'm not going to let go of these guys. I'm going to make sure they're going to face the consequences for messing with a common man. They think that just another customer. We don't give a damn about customers. Do whatever you want. So when I have contacted the customer care, this thing, each time there was different person answering. The way they respond is, yeah, we're going to take the ownership of the case, we are going to solve this issue, we're going to escalate it to higher authorities, make sure that, and that is only for that call. The next time they never call, and they take your calling time preference, and they never call at that time. And then next time you call again, you have to start the story all over again, running them through the Ramayana or Mahabharata, or running them through the entire storyline. And again they listen to it all and they say, sorry sir, we can't refund the amount because that is Apple policy. We steal people's money, we just ruin them. We just pocket them and silently walk away, which is absolutely rubbish. So you have no right to steal common man's money. Please return and refund my 16,000 bucks, which is lying with you still. If you have any kind of respect, any kind of self-conscious, any kind of self-respect, or if you have any kind of reputation that you are known for, please refund a common man's money which is lying idle with you. And if you have done this to hundreds of others, have some shame, have some kind of realization for being such a big mega brand trusted by thousands, lakhs of people around the world, that you are stooping to such kind of acts where you are losing your respect and losing your brand image that you have earned over the years. So I am very, very sad and disappointed Apple customer who is having to do this video. And if you have listened to this, I'll leave my Apple ID in the description portion below. So please check into, investigate into that, and try. And viewers, my biker brothers and biker sisters, if you care about your fellow biker, if you care about yourselves, if you care about your loved ones who are not going to fall prey to such kind of activities where they say you have added funds, we are not going to refund that, you go die your death, do whatever you want, we are not going to care, we don't give a damn about you. We need to teach a lesson to these guys. No matter how big a brand is, it is built by the masses, it is built by the common man. If we trust, we buy, only then the brand lives. If we withdraw our support, if we stop buying Apple products, then these guys stand no chance. They have to fall on their feet. Every brand, anything, be it electronic product, bike, car, anything, has to stand up only when the customer invests his or her trust in the brand. So long as there is no customer, there is no satisfied customer, your brand is going to take a nosedive and is going to fall, and is going to fall below what you can ever imagine. So if you are really caring about your brand image and self-respect, for you 16,000 bucks is a matter of pennies, like maybe 50 NP coin or maybe less than that. Such a mega brand, and you're holding on to a common man 16,000 bucks. Shame on you guys. And I'm really, really sorry to say this, that first time I invested my trust in Apple, such a worst experience has happened in my life. So if you understood what you listened to, what happened, so I request each and every one of you to share this video as much as possible in all the groups. I'll also share it across Facebook and Instagram and every platform where my profile is, including Twitter. And let's see what these guys can come up to. See you guys. I'm traveling to Chennai today for MMRT event, and I'll be hosting the event tomorrow onwards. So stay tuned, and as we head to the airport, flight Dino ka flight hai 5 baje. So let's head on and carry on with our work. Let's hope these guys open up their eyes and start treating their customers and giving them the respect that they deserve. So catch you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, God bless, and ride safe.